Back on the checker swap, you can see working conditions are wonderful. The motor's back out, the transmission's in the snow. Right now putting fuel injectors in it, and while we're gone, Corey made the mounts and the wiring harness for the engine, which we're going to install. He has to blow a hole through the firewall. Here's the engine mounts that he made. I'm sure everyone will love them, but they do work. So, let the games begin.
Total hack. The wrong way to do this. Pretty much what I'm doing right now.
Proper use of a stepper bit.
No, it's totally wrong. But the injectors fit so tight that, oh yeah, I lost my patience. Oh yeah, that's nice. Luckily the threads are like way further down, so that's fine. Clean these out. Where are those bolts?
Right in the valve cover.
Cross thread these in. I'll call it a day. Gotta love aluminum, you know? Self-tapping screws basically is what they are. Oh, that's fitting nice. Maybe not. I don't know what I should do about that one.
After just ovaling those holes out a bit, the Snake Eater 1500 injectors are installed with these adapters that go from the original injector plug to the Trailblazer plug connector for the fuel injectors.
Gotta loom it yet, but it's way long. But
there's Corey's handmade micro squirt harness.
it's all the factory shit. Just a lot of move, then join the injectors bank to bank and waste spark coils. It was easy to wire actually. Probably won't fucking run, but it was actually easy to wire.
Seems long enough.
Oh, this is way long. Well, I guess get the longer harness. I don't have to fuck with it.
I just gotta cram it through the
I gotta
firewall.
change the map sensor to the fucking old one. It's old style, but it's wired.
That plug should fit.
What?
Looking at it, the ECU
well, yeah, if
plug.
we can fucking just put it on an angle. And it's fucking great working conditions. I was just gonna do something like this. Oh yeah.
You good?
We'll get. Oh yeah.
Look at that.
So we're good. And then we'll just rubber hose it.
It's weird it went through that factory hole in the firewall.
Yeah.
It was really odd that hole was there.
Yeah, all this is factory too.
Can't believe they put out a car like this.
Yeah.
Just shoddy workmanship.
Yeah, it is. This is the oil pan here. We took a 5-cylinder front part, and I think that all the bolts lined up for that until like here. And then I used a 4-cylinder. I got 2 junk air pans. I got a 4-cylinder. There's an airplane. 1 second.
Don't mind us.
I got a 4-cylinder rear sump. None of the only like the rear bolts of the sump lined up. So some of these are kind of messed up. I know the pan's supposed to be for strength, but that's bullshit, I guess, for me today. So we just put aluminum plate on the bottom with we welded it with a spool gun. Never did that before. So, what's up?
So you hog out the dipstick there. That's where the stock 4-cylinder dipstick goes.
Yeah. I gotta plug the other port, or I want to try and use it for a turbo drain. The other dipstick hole that's in the block, it's like up here on the other side. But yeah, I mean it's factory sump. We extended the sump, then we put it down there. So
this solves the front sump sadness we had before.
yeah, it just wasn't gonna work because the motor's got to go back really far to get me a radiator in here, and this engine bay's short. So
now it fits.
Yeah, it fits in there, man. I didn't know about that compressor there. We just happened to get lucky.
I just want to note by the total hack job we're doing on this, he made a 3D printed prototype manifold for the turbo on this. As we just finished like cross-threading the fuel injector bolts in.
yeah, I appreciate making a manifold because it's gonna save me a lot of hassle.
Well, I figure
That's cross-threaded, but it'll be fine.
worst case scenario, I figured this will be fun to make. If we make 1 or 2, whatever, and if it becomes the next big thing, then I have it. And if not, like, it looks cool sitting on the shelf. So here's the question: if the bolt holes are gonna be while we're hitting shit up in there.
What's that? I got a grinder. What's the?
It's like the water pump or whatever this is here. Maybe we just hack that side off, maybe. Heater hoses, right? That is a monster.
But yeah, I want to do it like this though, so I can go into the intercooler. I want to put the air to water on top of the engine.
That would be cool, yeah. Yeah, but we could easily make like just come up like that.
Turbo.
Yeah,
I wanted a big looking turbo though. I think it looks cool.
Cool.
It's only a 68 millimeter with a 70 millimeter back.
The important question is that this one didn't come with the white gloves, did it?
No, it did not.
That's a freaking ripoff.
Guy didn't take his pride in it, I guess. But I mean, how do they make that for $255 shipped?
It's unreal.
I mean, the wheel is small as fuck in there though. See?
So they must just make the same same compressor housing.
It's a whole set HX52 knockoff. That's what it is. I was looking for something that wasn't like, I was gonna buy an S366, but they were like $370, which is out of my price range. $255 is my limit. You know, I said it's funny, like, but an S366 is a 73 turbine, 66 wheel. This is 68, 7. I mean, I didn't measure it, but that's what's advertised. It's perfect for this motor, I would say. Cool. Clean work. Whatever.
The converter we're using is drilled for a 350 and a 400 pattern. It's why there's 6 ears on it. Neither of them fit this flex plate. So Corey just kind of eyeballed and drilled 3 new holes in the 4200 stock flex plate, which hopefully will line up. And electrical tape some washers on there as spacers, and that tape's just going to stay there. Then he got this hub adapter.
It's an LS one. Look out for LS motors.
So that seems to make the converter actually go into the 4200 crank.
It's a little tight, but it seems to work okay. Like, the spacing's close is what I mean by tight.
Yeah, the washers will take up the difference.
Yeah, but I mean, the converter should be probably have a little bit more play to slide it front onto the flex plate. You usually want, like, I think 3/16 or something, but it's only about an 1/8 inch, but that's with the washers in place. Good enough, I guess. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, so now we get to mate the transmission to it, maybe for the final time.
Not saying anything we do is right. Get this converter hole lined up right there.
Didn't this start to get on the last time?
Yeah, pretty close though. You should be able to slide it front. Yeah, that side's. Yeah, I can get from the bottom. See, the inverter's all the way back. And, I mean, let's just tighten your bolt first. Let me just tighten that and I'll finish tightening mine. Good? Yeah. Let's see what this is here. See the fucking case move.
Yeah.
And this was stupid. I don't know what I was thinking.
Well, it's done now.
Yeah. What am I gonna do? Nothing. Might need the fatter stepper. I got one. Cross thread. Maybe not. Could be just the tape, you know. Alright, next one. I think it's good. Looks okay.
As long as it's sealed against, it should be. Yeah, I can put my finger between it. In between this one at least. They're probably all the same way. This one out here isn't even started yet.
Oh yeah, it looks like there's plenty of room.
Yeah, I can put my finger behind that one. That's probably perfect.
Got lucky. I don't know what's tight, but
I'm sure that gun puts out exactly what the torque spec is, though.
close, yeah.
For those keeping track at home, here's the transmission bolt hole scorecard. So this one goes through the dowel. This one got drilled and then nutted and bolted through the block. This one is just on the outside. This one got drilled and bolted through the block. And that one is the going through the dowel again. And this is the starter clearance. And then the torque converter bolts are right there. They've now been upgraded to 3 washers thickness to space them off. So that's how the transmission's held on. That is it for this Sunday. Sun's going down and Corey wants to put the starter on and the power wires, fish down the starter before he puts it in the car because that whole area of the engine bay is like kind of cramped. And then we're waiting on the turbo manifold to get created by Joey. So now it's cleaning up. So in 2 weeks or so, we'll be working on it again.